Alright, let's be honest. Disgaea 6 wasn't exactly what we wanted as Disgaea fans. Like, it was something that went in a very bold, well, I guess, bold, new direction because they wanted to change up and shake up the formula. But they did a little bit too much, or as I like to say, they did dos muchos, and it kind of went too far to one end and pretty much alienated the hardcore Disgaea fanbase. So fast forward several years since the release of Disgaea 6, and NIS America has decided to go back to the drawing board and give us Disgaea fans exactly what we want, and that's a core Disgaea title that doesn't stray too far from the formula, but also incorporates a lot of new things. Key point being jumbification. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you already know that NIS America approached me several months ago to do a partnership collaboration type of thing of showcasing and previewing Disgaea 7. And I did. And I loved what I got to experience back then, and I love what I got to play now. So we're going to talk about Disgaea 7 and if you should pick it up. I mean, the spoilers already with me saying I loved it, so I think you probably should. But we're going to dive into it. And yes, I got to let you guys know, Disgaea 7 was provided to me by NIS America, but they're not seeing this before you do. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on with this review of Disgaea 7. So in Disgaea 7, the adventure begins with Perilika, a wealthy Hinamoto netherworld-obsessed businesswoman finally living her dream. However, her fantasy is shattered when she discovers the abandonment of Bushido and rampant power abuse. Enter Fuji, a debt-ridden, empathy-challenged Ronin who, despite planning to exploit Perilika's naivety for quick cash, finds himself reluctantly roped into a mission to secure the 7 founding weapons and revolutionize Hinamoto. Navigating through Hinamoto with their growing army, the duo dives deep into the rich strategic RPG elements that hallmark the Disgaea series. With units that level up, acquiring new skills, and engaging in exhilarating map traversal, Disgaea 7 is the delightful dance of gaining experience, completing map missions for juicy rewards, and encountering the returning geo panels that tantalizingly offer buffs, debuffs, and tactical environment alterations. Right out of the gate, the improved map design in the initial chapters of Disgaea 7 makes it evident that this isn't just a rehash of Disgaea 6. Furthermore, engaging with brilliantly scaled and balanced generic enemies, and watch as the simplicity of the first chapter seamlessly evolves into a complex yet satisfying gaming experience, all the while keeping you on your toes through to the item world. However, it's not all roses. Alright, let me level with you and be a little honest here. The jumbification system, it's a bit of a mixed bag. It misses more than it hits, but when it does hit, it's good. But let's delve deeper into that. So when I say it's a mixed bag, I'm saying that it sometimes feels like a cheap trick to amp up difficulty, or paradoxically, makes the game just entirely too easy in many parts. Like, if they, in my opinion, left out jumbification, this probably would be one of the best Disgaeas we've had in years. But with it being included, not a fan. But let's keep going. While supersizing characters like Fuji and Perilika brings some heft to the battle, an enlarged Prinny just doesn't hit the same, you know? In contrast, Hell Mode is a delightful innovation, with founding weapons that require strategic planning and critical timing to unleash. This mode brings an electrifying layer of strategy and ensures each character wielding these mighty arms stays relevant and impactful throughout the gameplay. Disgaea 7 also revamps the item world, making it an enticing destination for players looking for challenging gameplay and valuable rewards. The item rarity now influences the number of floors to explore, ranging from a minimum of 10 to a maximum of 30. With the exciting addition of item reincarnation, this feature is sure to captivate you, sometimes even more so than the general character development. And speaking of character development, Disgaea 7 shines in that department. With character class customization, skill acquisition, and the return of abilities, molding your party members into formidable warriors is both intuitive and deeply satisfying. The depth of character development and a wide range of demons and monsters make a triumphant return here. And let's talk about the performance, because you guys are probably wondering how this performs on the Nintendo Switch. more than anything else, just because Disgaea 6 on Nintendo Switch was god awfully abysmally bad. That's not the case here. We're going to talk about it. It's also good on Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Lenovo Legion Go, PlayStation 4 and 5, but let's dive more into the performance on the Switch, just so those of you who are going to pick it up on that, you know what you're getting your hands into. Disgaea 7 is a smooth operator on the Nintendo Switch, and like I said, it works well on other platforms too, but specifically on the Switch, it delivers pleasing graphics and special attack animations that don't give it any type of slowdown or any type of graphical hiccups or performance dips. It's pretty much rock solid across the board from everything I've experienced in both the handheld and docked mode. And I've tested this on my Nintendo Switch OLED as well as on my Nintendo Switch Lite, and I've had no issues with it. When I dock the OLED, it runs perfectly fine. So if you're concerned about diving into Disgaea 7 on Nintendo Switch because of how, let's just be honest, piss poor the Disgaea 6 was on the Nintendo Switch, you don't have to worry about it. It runs perfectly fine here. So any type of qualms or concerns or fears, let them go. I had no performance or graphical glitches or anything happen whatsoever. Scout's honor, and I wasn't a scout. And in wrapping everything up, Disgaea 7 is a reassuring nod to fans who may have felt let down by Disgaea 6. It's a joyful return to the Netherworld that not only meets expectations, but it just invites players back time and again for its enticing additional challenges. It honestly feels like the team at NIS is saying, hey, we heard you. We're not going to fuck up like we did with Disgaea 6, even though there's a small part in my heart that loves Disgaea 6 in a way, because of the jank, but still, NIS is like, we heard you. We're not going to fuck up again like that. We got you. Now, that being said, with Disgaea 8, however, NIS, get rid of jumpification, throw in some other gimmick, and you got yourself a perfect Disgaea game. But until then, Disgaea 7 is just that for you as a fan of Disgaea, because this is what we wanted with Disgaea 6, and we got it with Disgaea 7. They hit the nail on the head. And I can't ask for more than that, except for removing jumpification. With all that being said, that's a review for Disgaea 7. Again, thank you to NIS America for providing a review copy of the game. I played this to completion on the Nintendo Switch, on Steam, and on PlayStation 5. So I put a lot of time into this game, and hopefully you guys appreciate that. And all that being said, what do you guys think of Disgaea 7? Is it a game you're looking at picking up? Have you played it already? What are your thoughts on it? Are you also having gripes with jumpification the way I am? I just really feel like that's a very unnecessary aspect to this game. Whatever your thoughts are, let's go ahead and get the conversation going in the comment section down below. And if you want to pick this game up, I will leave it in the description as well as pin it to the YouTube video because it's a new thing that we have. And the audio version of this review will be up on Decked Up, a gaming and tech podcast, which is available on every podcasting platform. So if you're looking for reviews or just coverage on games and tech, we got an audio podcast for you over there on your favorite platform. All that being said, hope you had a good one. If you did enjoy it, like I said, like the video, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Stay safe, be blessed, have aloha, and I'll see you around, dude, on the next one. Peace.